Hi guys, this is Shruti from Ignite India, and today we're going to talk about things that I wish I knew before I joined NIFT. So I myself am an alumni of NIFT Bengaluru, and what I learned in NIFT is definitely something which is very useful to me today. But at the same time, I wish I knew certain things before I joined this college so that my experience could have been better. So first off, I would like to start with this very important thing, that you should be able to choose the correct course for yourself before you go for that particular campus. Even if you're getting influenced by your friends choosing one particular campus or one particular course, you shouldn't just go into it because they are doing so. Because your skills and their skills are very different. So keep this in mind when you're joining that course, that are you thinking about the relevant skills you have when you're going for that particular course, and also look at the different modules this course is going to have so that you know what are the things that you will be going through when you're choosing this particular course. Now, let's talk about some basics of design that I wasn't aware of but I wish I knew about before I was going for this course. So when I joined NIFT, there was 1 year of foundation course, and here we were required to understand basics of design, understand basics of drawing, which I wasn't at all aware about. So what I would suggest is, do explore these fields before you go into design college, because this is going to be the fundamental of all of these 4 years of college. When it comes to basics of design, you are looking at elements of design, principles of design, Gestall's laws, and some other basic things like color theory and color psychology. Knowing a little bit about them is going to make you better at the kind of projects you're going to do in first year and even in the years later, as well as things like types of buttons, types of trims, and types of embellishments, so that you're aware of all of this when you are being taught in the class and you don't miss out on the important things. Then, not just this, also look at different designers and what different styles they are using. Think about the fabrics that they are using and why they are using it for a particular effect. So if you are thinking of a whimsical design, you are able to think of the correct kind of fabrics when you are designing one yourself. One thing that I was feeling that I was finding a lot of trouble with was coming up with inspiration for different kinds of projects that we had in NIFT, and I felt that if I had maintained something which would help me with that, like a journal or something, it would have been better for myself. So one thing that I would suggest is start collecting all of the things that inspire you. If it is a picture, just take a picture, put it in that particular diary, or it is a object or a dress that you're looking at, just draw it out. Just try these things and it will be better for you when you need inspiration for something very quickly. Because in college you have projects back to back and you might not have time to explore different kinds of inspirations. One more thing which I would like to add when it comes to the foundation course, here you will require to do different kinds of 3D models as well. So knowing the different kind of material that you're working with, even in your situation test you might have worked with certain materials and you might have made some models. So here also you will be using these kinds of things like paper, manipulating the paper, making things out of it. For example, one thing that we had to do was use paper stacking to make a product, or any kind of animal or any kind of fruit. So here what we needed to do was cut a lot of paper stack, like papers into sheets, and then stack it up in order to make that particular product. So if you explore these things already, then you won't be finding it difficult to do that project in 1 or 2 days, because time is very limited and you should be able to get marks as well in these kinds of projects. One thing that you should start doing when you go into college is start applying for internships. Even if internships are not very big kind of work, like if it is even a very small internship where you're not getting paid much or you're just getting experience for doing that work, I would suggest you go for that, because later on this experience is going to help you bag correct kind of job opportunities when you're applying in the industry. And last thing but not the least, I would like to talk about the idea of time management, which is very, very important when it comes to NIFT, because they're very particular about attendance. They want you to have perfect attendance in order to go for your jubilees as well. So if you are lacking in attendance aspect, they are not going to let you write your papers. So be very sure that you're attending all the classes. And also because this is about practical knowledge that you'll be gaining at the college. If you're missing classes, then you might not know how to work on those particular projects, how to finish your work as well. So do maintain attendance and please pay attention in your classes, because these classes are not going to be repeated at all no matter what you do. You might have to repeat a semester if you miss out. So that's it from my side, and I hope this helps you. My experience at NIFT had been great thanks to the faculties, thanks to the amazing peers that I had, and I hope you have a great time at NIFT.